How to discuss allowing your boyfriend in your room with your parents. Said, how do I deal with being sad because I never have fun plans? Red flags in friendship. Please talk about how you are dealing with your boyfriend maybe moving for dental school. Thank you for asking me this question because I'm kind of struggling. Hey guys, what is up and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for joining me today. Today's video is going to be a little bit different than what I usually do. My channel is usually very upbeat, fun, happy vlogs, but I've had quite a terrible week, so I thought it was fitting for me to just do a chill sit down video, kind of update you guys, answer your guys' questions, let you know what's been going on. I have a very fun vlog with my best friend Becca that I filmed maybe already a week ago by now. Right after this video on Tuesday, you guys will be seeing that vlog, and then Vlogmas will start, which I'm very excited for. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. I have a lot of fun videos coming, and I'm going to be attempting Vlogmas the entire month of December, posting a video every single day. So it should be very fun. Today is just a chill little sit down video, chilling in my bed. You guys are literally just gonna be chilling with me as if we're just sitting right next to each other and talking. While I'm telling you guys that, I have 2 PR boxes that I just got in the mail that I wanna open up. We're gonna do a little impromptu unboxing as I'm telling you guys what's been going on in my life. So if you guys follow me on any other social media platform, you know, like Instagram, TikTok, whatever, you may have saw that I posted about my dog who passed away. I've shown my dog, her name is Roxy. I've shown her in a lot of my videos here and there, so some of you guys may have known who she was. I didn't really post that much of her because this past year she's been kind of on and off, you know, dealing with like health issues because she was almost 16 years old, which is amazing. Like, she lived the longest, healthiest life. She really never had any health complications other than recently, because obviously she was very old. She was a Maltese, so they generally live to 16, 17, so she really lived a long life, and I'm forever grateful for that. Like, I am so grateful that I had that much time with her. So yes, unfortunately, we had to put her down because she was just having a lot of health issues, and like we just didn't want to see her suffer anymore, and it was just the right time. And if anybody has ever had to do that with their pet, like, you know the pain and you know how terrible it is, so I'm so sorry. Anybody who has ever gone through it, this was my very first time experiencing something like that. So it was very traumatic for me. Sorry, this is taking me so long to open. Okay, did I order something? Oh, I ordered this. I forgot I ordered this. It's just kind of like a lipstick thing. I'll show it to you guys later, but what was I saying? Yeah, so it's very traumatic. I had Roxy since I was literally 6 years old. We got her in 2006, and she was my best friend. We played together literally every single day. I was so excited to come home from school just so I can play with her. We just hung out every single day, all day long, until as of recently. She was just the best dog ever. And so it's just like really hard for me because I like don't even remember life without her. She was just literally there for every step of my life, like every chapter of my life. She's just always been there. I'm not gonna cry. So yeah, that's just basically why I've had such a shitty week, because of how hard it's been. Like, I honestly didn't expect it to be like this hard, given that, like, you know, she lived such a long life. I don't know, if you guys have ever lost a pet, you know how it feels. So I've kind of just been trying to get back into it. I took a much needed break from social media. I wasn't posting as much. I really just spent time like in bed, just relaxing, and I felt like I really needed that for various different reasons. I feel like I'm starting to get back into the swing of things and whatever. The vlog that I posted on Friday was actually also from before any of this happened, so that was like from a few weeks ago. I just had to post it for a brand. So this video is like in real time, like we're up to date with each other now. But I'm still excited for the holiday season. I'm still excited to start Vlogmas, and I'm gonna really try my best to just snap out of it. What is this? Okay, this is for a brand deal that I have to do. I completely forgot. Very cute. Okay, very cute. There's some jewelry in here. I have to film it for a brand deal, so if you guys want to see that, go to my TikTok. It's probably up already, I don't really know. Now I figured I would answer some of your guys' questions because I had put on my Instagram story a few days ago for you guys to ask me a bunch of questions that you wanted advice on. I'm just gonna chill in bed and answer that. I don't know if you guys would want me to put your name, so I'm just gonna do it anonymously because I don't want anybody to get mad at me, and I'm going to be answering all of these openly and honestly. Someone said, how do you get motivated to get ready all the time? Lately I feel like I have no energy to do so. This This is my very first time getting ready in an entire week. I took an entire week off because I just like couldn't get myself to get ready. I probably didn't shower for like 3 days in a row, which is disgusting, but I was just really I wasn't feeling it. I was mentally not ready to get up and get ready. I just couldn't. So I definitely feel that, like, whatever the circumstances are, I always catch myself in like a little bit of a rough patch where I just can't get myself out of bed or to get myself presentable. And my best advice for that is to not feel guilty about just letting yourself do what it wants to do. Don't put pressure on yourself like, oh my god, I have to get up, I have to put makeup on, I have to do this, I have to be presentable, wear a cute outfit. Like, no, you don't. Give yourself the break that it needs, whether it's a few days, a week. If you give yourself that break guilt-free, then by the end of it or within a few days, you're gonna be wanting to get up and get dressed and take a shower and get presentable. You're going to be feeling relieved that you had that break that you needed, and then you're going to be feeling re-energized to go and like get ready and stuff. Like, that motivation to get up and get ready will be back, because I swear every time I like force myself to get ready every single day and like make TikToks or whatever, my heart isn't really in it and I end up not making the best content that I possibly can because I force myself. So always give yourself a break when you need it. It really is not that easy, and I also feel that way all the time. This one says, how to approach a friend you had an argument with. I'm a very closed person and I don't know how to talk about my feelings. That is me. I'm literally the same way, or at least I used to be, and I feel like I've gotten significantly better at this. You have to realize that who you surround yourself with is literally your choice. Like, it is completely up to you. You do not owe anybody anything. If you feel like you are being treated badly, if you think that your friendship is just toxic, if you're not vibing with it, if being friends with this person is not bringing you any good and it's only bringing you down and making you feel like anxious all the time, you need to remove yourself from that situation. If you do not want to completely like cut out this person, because I personally am not really like that, like I don't really like just cutting out people. You have to realize that even though you don't like talking about your feelings, you deserve to be heard. You deserve to let them know that you don't like something that's, you know, going on within your friendship. I would just shoot them a text and be like, listen, I have been feeling really sad recently because of where our relationship has been. This makes me upset. Basically send it in a very nice text message. If they are not going to hear you out and like very quickly get defensive, not even give you the time of day of like talking it out with you, making you feel better about the situation and like apologizing for their actions, even if they meant to do it or not, if they're not gonna give you that like respect to be like, wow, like I didn't even see it from this point of view, let's figure out how we can both work it out. If they're not gonna do that, then like, sorry, but you just need to find new friends. This is a good one. How to discuss allowing your boyfriend in your room with your parents because you're almost 20 years old. I went through the exact same thing. My boyfriend was not allowed in my room until literally recently, like maybe this past year was like the first year he was actually allowed to come in my room. I have very strict parents and I'm 21, so same thing. Around 20 years old is when I was able to convince them. My parents obviously knew my boyfriend for many years because I've been dating him for 5 years, so they kind of already had his trust. They liked him, they had a good relationship, so it wasn't that hard to convince them, but I basically would just keep asking like, why not? Trying to like get it through their head that it's no different than hanging out in like a basement or hanging out in the next room. Like, it's the exact same thing. It's just like their way of thinking, even though it doesn't make sense. So I was like, I'll leave the door open, anything you want. Like, we're gonna be 20 years old. If I can't move out yet and I still need to stay here, like I should still have some more freedoms than I did when I was 15. After some convincing, they allowed him to do it. I know everyone is different, every parent is different, but I would just say never give up. This question says, feeling stuck in a relationship because you have no other friends. Guys, I relate to so many of these things. Like, everything you guys are saying, I have been there, done that, still in it. Like, really, we're like the same. I wish you guys were like on the other side of this, like able to talk back to me, but basically have one friend and she does not live in this state. She lives in a different state than me. So I'm kind of in that same situation right now because the only person that I have that lives near me is my boyfriend. So basically that's my only friend, during the week. That is why I decided to become my own best friend. If you don't have friends at the moment, I would definitely not recommend like forcing friendships, because trust me, it is not worth your time to have ingenuine friendships. So So for me, because I don't have any resources to go out and make friends organically, I just become my own best friend. And I started a little series on TikTok of like being more independent and doing things by myself and like learning how to actually enjoy my own company so that I can be my own best friend. Like I don't need somebody else because I'm so happy just being alone. And it's actually working out good for me because, you know, I have TikTok, I have YouTube, like I'm always just busy throughout the day like making content, and that's basically me hanging out with myself because I'm talking to a camera. I'm not actually talking to people technically, so it is kind of like I'm just hanging out with myself and like just talking to myself. If you're feeling stuck and you are feeling like, you know, you're just spending way too much time with your boyfriend, because trust me, that can get really bad. Like you don't want to be spending too much time with them. You guys are still young, you need time apart to grow separately. So, you know, like even if your boyfriend has plans or something with his other friends, then you stay home and you put on a face mask, do something that you enjoy, and just hang out with yourself and just really work on it, because even though it might feel uncomfortable at first, you'll actually start to enjoy your own company. This one says, when did you know you wanted to do YouTube? Guys, this is a great question because I just recently found my old computer from when I was like 6 years old. Like my family had a laptop. It was like one of the first Apple laptops, and somehow it still works, which is insane. But we just recently found them and was like looking through all of it. If you guys didn't believe me before, you better believe me now, because there are so many clips, like so many clips on this computer of me vlogging. Like I was literally 6 years old and vlogging, and I was like, in 11 days it's gonna be Halloween and I'm dressing up as a pirate, like something like that. Like I was literally vlogging at 6 years old, and I would just make these videos and talk to myself all the time, and they're all on this computer, and it's so funny. I really wish I could post them all for you guys. They're so funny, and it's crazy to me to see that, because even though I knew I always wanted to do this, like I literally always wanted to do this, and I finally did it, and like now this is my job basically. And so it's just like the best feeling ever. I've literally just always had a passion for it. I used to edit videos. Like at 6 years old, I would edit videos. Like my sister showed me how to use like iMovie, and I have videos on this computer of me that like I edited together, which is insane. Like what 6-year-old knows how to edit? So yeah, I've literally just always knew I like being creative. I like making videos. I like editing videos together. I like how it makes people feel something. I like how it's very comforting to people. I always watch videos when I'm just like, you know, needing a little bit of comfort. Okay, someone said, how do I deal with being sad because I never have fun plans and I don't have that many friends? Like I said, I go through the same thing. That's literally me. This used to bother me like a lot. Like in high school, this used to bother me a lot because I was like, wow, like I'm literally wasting away my years, my teen years. I never do anything fun. I don't have fun plans. I don't really enjoy the company of many people. And still to this day, even 21, I have a lot of like internet friends, which is great, and I love them so much, but like they don't live near me. Everybody that I want to hang out with doesn't live near me. So it's very hard and difficult because, you know, I can never really just make plans and just, you know, hang out with people because they live like in different states. I always just tell myself it's just not the right time. You know, I have so much time. I have my entire life ahead of me where I'm going to be, you know, having plans all the time. You know, I'm eventually gonna move out and have my own apartment. I'm gonna be making new friends, being in a whole different environment. Like my time is going to come. I don't know when, I don't know how, but I do know that it will happen. So honestly, just stop putting pressure on it because it's eventually going to happen. Like you're eventually going to be where you need to be. You're going to be living your life. You're going to be thriving, and you're going to be grateful that you went through all that you went through, because you're going to be so much more appreciative of it. Just the thought of the best years of your life are ahead of you and like you didn't even get there yet is enough comfort for me to be like, okay, I don't need to worry about it. Like my time will come. There's no need to stress about it. Just kind of tell yourself that. Oh my God. Sometimes I forget that you guys like know me. Like I forget that I tell you guys things, and then when you ask me very specific questions, I'm like, how did you know that? This person said, please talk about how you are dealing with your boyfriend maybe moving for dental school. So if you guys don't know, Sam is actually going to dental school next year, like in June. So very soon. He's going to be moving out of the state, definitely. I don't know where, but like he's definitely moving somewhere. So we're not going to be 5 minutes away from each other anymore, which is insane because we've been literally up the block from each other for 5 years, almost 6 years. So that's literally just how I've just gotten so used to it. So thank you for asking me this question because I'm kind of struggling. I kind of just haven't really thought about it because I was like, if I think about it, I'll get anxiety. I really think it's going to be such a turning point for me, and it's going to be a very big wake-up call. I think my entire life is going to change when that happens. I'm going to be completely different. I probably will be depressed for a little bit, but I think it's gonna be good for me, and I think it's gonna be good for him too. We both are very like only hang out with each other, very isolated, very in this bubble of like our hometown, and we both really need to get out. You know, I would never ever want to stop him from going anywhere that he wants to go, so I literally don't even have a say in like where he's moving to. Wherever he wants to go, he's gonna go, and I like want him to have that. I don't want him to ever make a decision like based on me. So I don't know what he's gonna do. I don't know where he's gonna get in. I do know that it's not gonna be that far. It's gonna be at most 2 hours away, so it's really gonna be not that bad. My mindset is everything happens for a reason, and no matter what happens, it is what is meant to happen, and we're just gonna see how it goes. Okay, someone said red flags in friendships. So as a 21-year-old woman, I feel like I have acquired a very long list of red flags for friendships. Red flag number 1, honesty. I cannot be friends with somebody who lies. I don't care if it's something as small as what your favorite color is. There's absolutely no reason for you to lie, especially to your best friend. Like, your best friend is somebody who you can trust 100% with anything. And if you see that they just have a habit of like lying or just like making excuses that you know aren't true, like for no reason, like that is just a big red flag to me, because there's just absolutely no reason for it. Like, it just makes me feel like I can't trust you, and I don't like that feeling. There's that. There's also like, if you have a friend that like does shady stuff to their other friends, then you know that they're gonna be doing it to you. Like, if they talk shit about their other friends to you, who's to say that they're not going to their other friends and talking shit about you? So that is another red flag. Another one is selfishness. In a friendship, there's a level of being like too selfish. Like, if everything is always like about you, that's a problem. Like, a friendship should be both ways, like having a connection both ways. You equally care about each other and put each other first when it needs to be. There should be an equal reciprocation of like being there for each other and caring for each other. So there's that. I hate when people literally only talk about themselves. Like, this is kind of going along with the one that I just mentioned, but if someone literally calls you and only talks about their shit that they have going on and doesn't even bother to ask you about yours, like, that is annoying. I love being there for my friends and I give them the best advice. I love talking to them about their problems or whatever, but then like I'm secretly like sitting here with so many problems, but because I wasn't asked about them, like I just feel like you don't even care. It was like kind of what I was saying before, like things have to be reciprocated, and if nothing is being reciprocated, like that is a red flag to me. So if you do have issues like this with a friend, I would say it's worth it to like reach out to them and like ask them and like talk to them about it, and then maybe you guys can both work on it together. But if not, and if they're not willing to work on it with you and like put in the same amount of effort, then I don't really know. I don't know what to tell you. It's a sucky feeling, but you will find your people. You guys are all beautiful. I love you guys so much. If you ever need to talk to anybody and you want to talk to me for some reason, my DMs are always open. I'm always here for you guys. So yeah, I think that's it for today's video. I answered quite a lot of your questions. If you guys want me to do a part 2, I definitely can do that.